let's see today's Goan Ambil recipe. Here I have 2 tablespoons of nachni flour or ragi flour in a bowl. I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup of water to make a runny paste. So just add a little water at a time. We don't want a thick paste, we want a very thin runny paste. Something similar to a dosa batter. And mix it really well so there are no lumps in the batter. Now we're going to keep this aside for 9 to 10 hours because we want this to ferment. Now in the meantime, let's see the other ingredients we need. I'm going to be grating half an inch of ginger. So you can always prepare this, keep it overnight, and then in the morning you can have this for a nice healthy breakfast. So this is about half a teaspoon of grated ginger. I'm going to chop 1 chili, so about half a teaspoon of finely chopped green chili. It depends upon how spicy you like it. If you want it very mild, then just use very little of the chili. Here we have some fresh coriander that I'm just going to chop very fine. Now I've taken some cumin seeds and some peppercorns, half a teaspoon of cumin and 6 peppercorns, and I'm going to make it into a very fine powder. This is how the powder should look. And here I have half a cup of thick coconut milk and some sugar, half a teaspoon of sugar and some salt to taste. Now we're going to keep our pot. We haven't turned the flame on yet, but we're going to add this mixture that we kept overnight into the pot. Now I'm adding just about 1/4 cup more of water in the same bowl in which I had kept the nachni flour. I'm going to add that too, and the coconut milk. You're going to give everything a stir, and now you're going to put the flame on a very low to medium flame and keep stirring the mixture. Like I said, see that there are no lumps in the mixture. It will be a very smooth mixture. Now you're going to add your grated ginger, the green chili, the finely ground pepper and cumin powder, some salt to taste. This is a little bit of sugar. And you're going to give everything a stir. Now you can alter this as per your, whether you want it thick as a porridge consistency, whether you want to drink it like an early morning drink. So accordingly you manage the consistency. Now I like it to have it as a drink early in the morning, so I'm adding a little more water. So this is a very healthy substitute for having a heavy breakfast. It's very filling and also very healthy. So mix everything well together. And now when everything is mixed well, let it come to one gentle boil. And now you can pour it into your serving bowl and just garnish it with some coriander. So you can have it as a porridge like this, but what I like to do is I like to also take this into a glass, add some warm water, mix it up and have it as a morning drink. So the choice is yours. You can have it this way or you can have it as a drink. on day 1, I've taken about 2 large raw mangoes or kairis, washed them, pat them dry, and then cut them up into small pieces like this. Now I'm using a big bowl and I've kept a colander on top. Now you'll see the color of the kairi peel. It'll be a light darker green. Now I'm just using some rock salt. You can use regular salt too. So I'm using about 3 tablespoons of this rock salt, and I am going to apply it to the kairi or the raw mango, and I'm going to just mix it up well so that all of the pieces of the raw mangoes get coated with this salt. Now the next thing is I'm going to put a plate which fits perfectly, and then I'm going to put some kind of a heavy weight. Now we have to keep this for at least 3 days, but every day, at least twice a day, you need to just take off the lid and just ruffle up the mango pieces or just mix them up well again. That's very important. You can do it once a day or twice a day. Just mix them up roughly with your hands. And you will see on that there is some water that collects below the colander. Now on this day also you will find that the color of the peel of the mango has not changed much. It is still a darker green color. So give it a good mix twice a day. Put your weight on back and you can see that there is some water already collected. We are going to use this water. Now we have to keep this for another day. So altogether I've kept it for 3 days exactly. Now on date 3, you will see a lot of change in the color of the peel of the mango. It has become a very light green color. The mango pieces have become nice and soft. So now we are ready to make our mango pickle or our miskut, which is such a delicious pickle. Now we're going to transfer this into a large bowl, and this is the reserve water. Now I'm going to put the reserve water on a very low flame and I'm going to bring it to a very light boil. Now in another pan, I'm going to heat about 1 cup of teal oil or sesame oil. You can use regular oil that you use for cooking too. Now we're going to heat it on a low to medium flame, but we're going to bring it to a smoky temperature. That is, your oil has to actually start smoking like this. You will actually see smoke coming out of your oil. Then you're going to add 1 teaspoon of hing or asafoetida, and 1/4 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon, and we're going to put the flame off completely. Now here I have about just about 1/4 teaspoon of methi seeds. I'm just going to roughly roast it, and this is the ready-made split mustard powder that you get for pickles. So you get this available in the market, or if you don't have it, just use mustard seeds, roast them and coarsely grind them. This is some red chili powder, and there's some turmeric or haldi powder. So now my methi seeds are nice and roasted. I'm going to transfer them to my mortar and pestle, and I'm going to grind them to a very fine powder. So like I said, if you don't have the mustard powder, just use regular mustard seeds, coarsely, roast them and then grind them to a fine powder. Now I'm going to add all my ingredients to my kairi, which is my haldi powder. I'm going to give you the exact measurements in my description box below. Next goes in my red chili powder. So this you can add as per taste or as per the measurement I give you. Then we're going to add our mustard powder. This mustard powder is available very easily. And then the methi powder. Just tell your grocery person that I want mustard powder for making pickles. And then we're going to give all of this a very, very good mix. Now I've transferred it to a clean, dry glass bottle, and I'm going to pour my cooled down oil, to which I've added some asafoetida or hing. And I'm going to give everything a good mix. Now remember, your bottle should be clean and dried, even sun-dried if possible, and your spoon should always be completely dry. Never use any kind of wet spoon. Now I'm adding the reserve water, and we're going to keep this bottle in a nice dark cool place for at least a week. You'll have to have patience with this, and we are going to keep it for a week. And every day you can just take a dry spoon and just mix it up. Just do it once. Just do it once a day, and then after 7 days your pickle will be all ready to enjoy. Fry recipe. So here I've taken about 100 grams of bhindi or okra, washed it really well and patted it dry. It has to be completely dry. Then I've cut off both ends and I've just slit it in the middle like this. Now always check for worms or dirt inside the bhindi, and if it is, then just discard that. Only use fresh bhindi. Now we're going to make the stuffing or the filling. For that I've taken 1.5 teaspoon of sambar powder. Next, I'm going to be adding 1 teaspoon of red chili powder and half a teaspoon of turmeric powder or haldi powder. Next, I'm going to be adding about 3/4 of a teaspoon of amchur powder or dry mango powder. This is 1 tablespoon of roasted peanut powder and salt to taste. Now do taste the filling, and you can adjust all the ingredients according to your liking. If you want to add more spice or more sourness, then adjust it that way. Now I'm just going to put the filling into the bhindi like this, and then just press it down and set it aside. Now you can always make this filling and keep it aside, or you can even double the quantity and make a larger quantity. So whenever you want to make this recipe, you already have the filling at hand. So in this way, just stuff all of them, and now I've heated about 1 tablespoon of oil on my pan, and I'm just going to fry this really well till the bhindi is really fried well, or the okra is really nicely fried. So it should turn to a darker green color like this. Now I'm going to set that aside, and I've heated about 1 teaspoon of oil in my kadai or pan. Then I'm going to add just half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Once the mustard seeds begin to splutter, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera and half a teaspoon of asafoetida or hingu. Now I'm going to add all of the fried and stuffed bhindi or okra into this fodni or bagar, and then just mix everything well and cook it for just 1 minute or half a minute. We don't want the bhindi to turn soft. We want it to still be nice and crispy. So just for about half a minute, just toss it into the bagar, and that's it, guys. Turn off the heat, and this lovely masala bhindi fry is all ready. And I love to have this with some lovely dal fry and rice. So do try out this recipe. So friends, let's see how to prepare this kanji or pears. It's very simple and it gets ready also very fast. So now I have taken about 1 cup of rice. This will be sufficient for about 4 people. And I've washed it thrice under running water, and I've put double the quantity of water. Now I've brought it to a boil, and once it comes to a boil, I've added some salt to taste. Stir it in so that the salt gets evenly distributed. And now we're just going to lower our flame, and we are going to cook this till the rice is nice and soft. So this has to be, the rice has to be really very soft. So we have to keep boiling it on a low to medium flame and keep stirring in between. Keep checking on the rice. The water should not dry up. And if you find that the water has dried up, then you can just add some hot water. Don't add cold water because then the entire consistency will change of the pears. So just add some hot water if you find that the water has dried up. And when you come to know when the pears is ready, when you get this thick soupish kind of consistency, where the rice is nice and cooked, and then you can just serve this with some pickle. Now I have the Miskut pickle which I had uploaded on my channel. I'll leave a link below. I have other pickle recipes also, like Tonli pickle or Tendli pickle and brinjal pickle. I'll upload those too. I hope you enjoyed today's recipe. I hope you're going to give it a try. Do let me know in the comment section below what you thought of today's recipe. Do share my recipes with family and friends. Spread the word about Akshata's recipes. You can also follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, and I also have my own blog. All links are going to be down in the description box below, as well as the comment section below, as well as today's recipe, the entire recipe with all the ingredients, the exact measurements, the method, everything is going to be in the description box below. So be sure to go and click it, and you can find everything there. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. I need those likes. Just click the thumbs up icon that you see below this video. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit the red subscribe button that you see somewhere below the screen. Once you have subscribed, a little bell icon will pop up. Click that bell. That way, whenever I put up a new video, you will get a message for the same. Also, when I'm online, you can chat with me. You'll get a message that Akshata's online doing a live stream, so you can be a part of the live stream too. So friends, thank you so much for visiting my channel today. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will catch you in my next video sooner than you think. So I'll sign off, but before signing off, let me tell you my message as usual, which is stay healthy, stay fit, be loving and kind to one another. So till we meet again, this is Akshata signing off. Bye.